Thank you for joining us on ECWA Headquarters Update. Today is 3rd November 2021. Sorry for bringing you the update behind schedule. I am Sambo Solomon. First, the main items. Roundup of Women Fellowship International Week of Prayer. Hashtag Sing for Freedom. ECWA Bagi Church. Schedule for late Dr. Obadiah Mailafia burial. And the news in full. ECWA Women Fellowship Week of Prayer rounded up on Sunday, 31st October 2021, with women actively involved in different activities in the church, overwhelmed with joy and gladness to witness another year of celebration and thanksgiving to God. The ECWA executive were not left out in rejoicing and praying with Women Fellowship in an occasion like this. Mrs. Miriam Philip, the International ECWA Women ECWA Fellowship leader, gave speech where she encouraged women to always hold on to God and believe in Him in all difficult situations. Difficult situations, because He is faithful and just to intervene in every situation, believing that the grace of God is sufficient for all. Christians should always trust in God in order not to be taken unaware. Christians should make their path straight with God always by making use of every opportunity they have to serve Him. ECWA General Secretary Reverend Yunusa Sabo Madu Jr. gave the sermon from 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1 to 58, with the topic Facing Dark Moment, encouraging Christians that there are Goliaths come our way in form of human beings to issue out challenges before us, but we should trust in God, who will never fail us. All we need to do is to trust and depend in Him. Christians should desire to showcase the glory of God wherever they find themselves, owing to the fact that they carry the image of Christ. Christians should learn to stand on the rock of salvation of faith, learning from David, who was never afraid to fight the giant Goliath. Whatever the challenges confronting us as believers, let's learn to fight them on our knees, that Christ is our hope of glory. If only we surrender to Him, He is willing to see us through whatever giant we are faced with, handling our totality to Him and being hopeful that irrespective we will come out victorious. The end result of whatever cross you bear is to showcase the glory of God, because God provides unique battles for unique situations. Learn to speak to your giant. Showcase and believe in your God, because He is all powerful. Battle cannot be won by the terms of the enemy. The enemy should not determine your victory, because our God is victorious, and His disciples should experience His promises in all paths. ECWA Bagi Karu Harvest Service 2021 took place on the 24th of October 2021 by 8 p.m. at the church permanent site, Anguan Peshi, New Karu, Nasarawa State. The event was declared open with a text taken from the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 3 to 5 and read by the pastor and the pastor in charge, Pastor Matthew Habila, followed by ministration of the Gbagi hymn and the first scriptural reading taken by Sawami Joshua from the book of Colossians.
My peba put day killed if it was in alcohol. I lie she at me. Min check my power in your kilta to go in your artificial on the fagum. Ama if ya ama if ya page ama fe page if ya got one febe one if ya got ferry febe one ferry Faiza unwa drenya dre ferry woju wabwa at my ferry ama unwa dre unwa wabwa oza heven wabat na uwo fugba shobaga unsu fetoti oza kalawaga ndisho wanchep mawaga unsu untiga shoko yichi azanu mbaga mfugba shoko watu barka.
The guest speaker, Reverend Dr. Pasubo Kaura, read from Luke chapter 6, verse 38, citing that some people bring forth unpleasant offering to God while some are stingy with their resources, and some offering from cheating others, which is wrong, and God doesn't receive such offerings. He further spoke about the need to give offering to God, making reference to the triumphant entry into Jerusalem, where Jesus ordered his disciples to go into the village where they will find a donkey and her cart, and to untie them and bring them to him. And if anyone asks, they should say that the Lord needs them.
Me ma jeng banaba mbaya sin na litafi Luka pege mu nai aku mushita che mo ko chige gama nhaga hobabwa la da unwa oho mudu banu harko knaya mudu amu chei abo kaumun okoinu sheko toboda albarka na illa me ma god na ba mbe ya sun gbashi insu yibe da boda insu ya ngege ayaga lo ishoko yiwago ayaga lo ibe shoko ichei to wago ya jeyi yiba be yan gai onwu nana shekwa gwa yibo kuje ga habe yan gai ishekwa ade habe yan gai onbugbadai habe nagmadai habe yan onkobo taho habe yan onkotmia.
Further speaking, he cited Malachi chapter 3, I beg your pardon, verse 9 to 10, which speaks about the need for Christians to tithe, which can further be found in Leviticus chapter 6, verse 14 to 23.
Ishokwa hotamon za lo wa jin amonai ishokola ti trongo to be jabion ni kanu wa jin ha jabe na ya amaza le ne ubaji zaka ozawo ji zaka bi zaka shoko ibada kwa azai woni go wo shi ehinu obabayi so nkwa uge azakaji ba fi na do ahilo so afise ya na hini be ozawo isakalo woshishinu oza na gbali pashi bia to wa bezakai oza kwajiko to wa bezakai ozawo nufa to wa bezakai shoko iboda gna wo shishinu.
He concluded by praying for the pastor in charge and the widows in the church, encouraging them to stand firm. He appreciated the Gbagi Church for inviting him, and he blessed the church. Goodwill messages were said by Honorable Philemon Auta, representative of Honorable Philip Dada, and Chief Laraba Simon Iakwari, and the Esu Karu pharmacist Luka Baba Panya.
You have truly, truly challenged us to test God and see what He can do for us. Duk nyanya he haje za jinai ko nya wote lo vya shoko na gago kuma mataje anya la ba ga shoko ha na go ko la du ko ha ga wo vya awakanu ye wazi pia ko ku ilakwe ayi pe ya vya.
The program came to an end with the submission of all food items harvested, with a closing prayer. The Sing for Freedom was an initiative of the Commission on the Status of Women, CSW, which is an intergovernmental body and functional commission of the United Nations Economic and Social Council, which ensure that the voices of leadership of feminist and women rights organizations all over the world are included in national deliberation. In a bid to air their voices and advocate for innocent lives that are still in the den of kidnappers, they came up with the challenge, #SingForFreedom, cutting across the nation for the freedom of those in captive. ECWA Television was not left out in the challenge, where we advocate for the release of our dearly beloved trapped in captive. The volunteer chief executive officer of CSW Nigeria, Reverend Yunusa Sabo Madu Jr., who is the general secretary of ECWA International, is also brain behind the birth of the challenge. pray and hope for the release of those in captive. And as Christians, we will keep hope alive that someday they will unite with their loved ones. The burial date for late Dr. Obadiah Mailafia is scheduled for 4th and 5th November 2021, starting with service of songs at Ecumenical Center, Abuja on Thursday, 4th of November 2021 by 4 p.m., while the funeral service will be on Friday, 5th November 2021 by 11 a.m. prompt at Ecumenical Center, Abuja. All COVID-19 guidelines will be duly observed. Thank you for staying with us. Follow us as we bring fresh update next week. Thank you and God bless.